Hey, this is Jason King. I wanted to make a video about why practice Tantra massage in anticipation of my upcoming workshop, A Touch of Ecstasy. Now, a lot of guys come to me and come to Tantra because they feel disconnected from their body often, that it's hard to actually feel what they're feeling, feel their emotions, feel their sensations or disconnected from their partners, that they might be going through sex and just have this sense that there's got to be more than this. Maybe sex feels really routine or scripted, or maybe we just feel bored. And there's a sense that, like, there's got to be more out there. And the good news is there is. So, this is the starting point from which many people come to Tantra, or maybe they're just looking for a new experience. Maybe they're just trying to explore more of what's possible, more of how it's possible to feel erotically, to feel in their bodies, again, to feel with intimacy. So, the first reason why I practice Tantra massage is it really helps me get out of my mind. And we live in a world where we are just constantly in our minds, especially in this world of like devices. We're constantly cognitive. And so even when we go into sex, which is a very embodied experience, it's very easy to still be caught in our minds. And so, in this workshop, we're going to be exploring how to create lots of new and different sensations in the body. And doing that helps us to drop into the body more, to feel more of what's actually going on, and be a bit less stuck in the head. We'll also explore how you can actively receive. So, when you're receiving a massage, you're not just like a passive being, but you're really actively working with your breath, with sound, with moving your body in order to wake up your sexual energy. So, you can then actually turn yourself on quite easily. And when you do, it really takes your experience of pleasure to a whole new level. Secondly, it helps us to open up. And again, a lot of guys come to Tantra because they feel kind of dissatisfied with the depth of their connections. Whether you're with a partner for a long time or whether you're meeting guys on the apps or meeting them out, I often hear that it doesn't feel very deep. It doesn't feel very authentic. Sex often feels very performative. And so Tantra massage works on our bodies on a physical level, also on an emotional level, and also on an energetic level. And so this work really helps us to open up to others. And often after a massage, I see people have this like golden glow about them, where they've been through this experience of pleasure, of joy, of connection, and in a way that feels really safe, and in a way where they get to express themselves authentically. And so people really come alive through this process and have this beautiful sense of openness and a beautiful sense of connection with their partner, even if it's someone who they just met. So it also helps us to connect. And it helps us to connect by slowly like melting some of the walls that we have built up around us. And it's really normal to have walls. We live in a world that doesn't feel particularly safe a lot of the time. And so, because in this work we go slow, we build intimacy, we use sensual energy, all of these things help us in our body to just like, to exhale, to slow down, to relax. And when we do that, we naturally open. We open in our hearts, we open to connection, we also open to more pleasure, and we open to more feeling. So we don't have to pull down the walls, we don't have to tear down the walls around us. They actually just naturally melt on their own without us even having to try. And it leads to this really beautiful sense of connection with our partners. And lastly, it opens us up to new ways of experiencing our body. So when you've had these experiences of ecstasy or bliss or profound joy and pleasure, you can then tap into that again in your normal erotic life or in other aspects of your life. And so this is something that the more we practice, the more easy it is to access these states, the more easy it is to access the joy and the openness and the connection that we felt in a massage or a ritual and bring that into other aspects of our lives. So if you're curious, but you're like, I'm not sure if this is for me, send me a message. I'm super happy to have a free call with you, share more about what we'll be doing on the weekend, help you feel if it's the right fit. It might not be the right fit for you right now, and that's totally fine. Let's have a talk. So I hope to see you at A Touch of Ecstasy. Thanks.